What's up, everyone? Welcome back to CDAWG Science, and today on the agenda is solutions. I have some sugar, I have some water, and I have a beaker. So let's make a solution. We're going to dump this lots of sugar into the beaker, trying not to lose it. And as you can see, I have quite a lot of sugar or solute in this beaker. I have about 100 grams of sugar. And I only have about 40 milliliters of water. Water in this case will be my solvent, which means my solution will become aqueous. I'm going to mix the water and the salt. And as you can see, there are bubbles forming, which might confuse some of you. The bubbles forming are actually, as the water sinks, air is being displaced. And all that air that's coming up is in the form of bubbles. So this isn't boiling, it's just bubbling. So I'm going to stir this. Now, what do you think? Do you think this will be saturated, unsaturated, or supersaturated? Let's find out. Pretty clearly it's going to be supersaturated. I have way too much sugar in here. Solubility refers to how much sugar can dissolve in a specific amount of solvent. So for sugar, about 80-90 grams of it can dissolve in 50 milliliters of water. I have more than 80 or 90 grams. I have 100 grams. And this is 40 milliliters. So because of that, this is going to be super saturated. Now this is taking a while to dissolve, so how do I make it dissolve faster? Well, I could stir it, so let's stir it really, really fast, agitate the solution, and, oh, this is becoming easier to stir. But you can see it still looks pretty white here. It doesn't look transparent at all. That's because it's super saturated. So stirring a solution would work. Adding more water would help it dissolve better, but it doesn't change how much can dissolve in a specific amount of water. So that's very important to know. Adding more solvent does not change your solubility. It just might increase how much can dissolve in that new amount. Now this solution is a non-electrolyte, and you know that because this is sugar. Sugar is a covalent compound. It has C's, H's, and O's, and those are all non-metals. So if you have a covalent compound, it's not going to make ions in water. Anything that does make ions, anything ionic, will be electrolytic and conduct electricity. Unfortunately, covalent stuff does not, so this sugar solution here is a non-electrolyte. Now, how do I make this unsaturated? Well, there's a couple things I could do. I could just add more and more and more water until it all dissolves, or I could heat it up, which you're about to see right now. Here we go. So right here I have my sugar solution now in a Bunsen burner. You can see the flame, you can see the ring stand, and what's really nice now is I can very easily stir this. And what's happening is as I heat this up, the water molecules move faster. So as the water molecules move faster, they are able to better dissolve the salt. They can dissolve more salt because they move faster. So I'm stirring and stirring and stirring to make it dissolve faster. And this actually increases the solubility of your solute. The only way to do that is by heating it up. So if you heat it up, you can dissolve more in a specific amount of water, as I'm proving to you here. Now this is actually how you make rock candy. To make rock candy, you do this exact same process. You heat it until the solution becomes unsaturated. Then you let the solution cool, you put some sticks in, and the solution will form crystals or crystallize and make little sugar cubes on your sticks. So that's rock candy. It's just a bunch of sugar on sticks. So there you go. This is now an unsaturated sugar solution because I can dissolve well more than 100 grams in 40 milliliters of water.